Hello friends, let's see statement 2. In two concentric circles such that a chord of the bigger circle that touches the smaller circle is bisected at the point of contact with the smaller circle. Can you see how is this? So, what is meant by concentric circle? So, this is the larger circle and inside the larger circle there exists a smaller circle. Then C1 and C2 are called concentric circles. So, I have drawn the figure based on the information given in the statement. Clear? So, for both circles C1 and C2, O is the center. Okay? So, chord of the bigger circle. What is meant by chord? Any line joining two points on the circumference of a circle is called chord. Okay? Any line segment joining two points on the circumference of a circle is called chord. Correct? So, the chord of the bigger circle, this is the chord of the larger circle. This is the bigger circle, right? AB is the chord of the larger circle C1 that touches the smaller circle. So, this chord touches the smaller circle. It means it touches the circle at one point. Okay, at one common point. They told that touches means only at one point. So, this line touches the circle is bisected at the point of contact. Bisected means what? This line at this point, let this point be P. Okay. So, we need to prove that this line bisected at the point of contact. So, if AB is a tangent, then this point P is called point of contact to the smaller circle C2. Okay. So, this line is bisected at the point of contact with the smaller circle. We need to prove that PA equals to PB. This is what we need to prove. Okay. Bisected means into equal parts, right? So, we need to prove this. So, for that what I do is, we are given two concentric circles with the center O. Okay, C1 and C2 with center O. And a chord AB of the larger circle C1 touching the smaller circle C2 at the point P. Okay, this is the figure. So, based on the statement, I have drawn this figure. So, we need to prove that AP equals to PB. Okay. So, for that what did I do? I have joined OP. So, when I join here OP, then AB is a tangent to the circle C2. Correct? AB is a tangent to the circle C2 at P. Okay, because here point of contact is P, right? So, at P, AB is a tangent to the circle C2 and OP is its radius. Okay, OP is the radius of the circle C2 and P is the point of contact for the tangent AB. So, as per theorem 9.1, OP is perpendicular to AB. Correct? So, as per theorem 9.1, OP is perpendicular to AB. So, after that what will I do? I will just draw a line joining O and A and O and B. Just draw dotted lines. So, by joining the dotted lines, you will get what? You will get two triangles, triangle OPA and triangle OPB. Okay, the angle formed at P will be it is 90 degrees. Clear? So, from the both triangles, triangle OPA and triangle OPB, angle P is same and OA equals to OB. See here, in both triangles, triangle OPA and OPB, see here, OP equals to OP. After that, OA equals to OB. Why OA equals to OB? Because for this larger circle, this OA is called the radius of the larger circle and OB is called the radius of the larger circle. So, OA and OB will be equal. Since radius of C1, correct? So, and angle OPA equals to angle OPB. See, two sides and one angle are equal. Then what does it mean? As per SAS congruency criterion. As per SAS congruency criterion, triangle OPA is congruent to triangle OPB. If two triangles are congruent to each other, then it means that their corresponding angles are equal and their sides are equal. So as per this congruency criteria, we can write that PA equals to PB. That is what needs to be proved, right? PA equals to PB, hence proved. So this is the concept. Actually, I am giving you a brief explanation. So first, what did I do? I have joined OP. So they have already given that AB is a tangent. So where OP is the radius of the smaller circle. So radius is perpendicular to the tangent as per theorem 9.1. So after making 90 degrees here, I have drawn OA and OB dotted lines. So from this, after drawing the dotted lines, you can take two triangles, two right angle triangles. One is triangle OPA, other one is triangle OPB. So on the two triangles, when you see, OP is same, it is common. OP equals to OP because it is common. And OA equals to OB because it is the radius of the larger circle. So the radius remains same, radius of C1. So after that, OPA equals to OPB equals to 90 degrees. Since it is a right angle, it's formed at P, so it's equal. So two sides and one angle is equal. Therefore, as per SA's congruency, both the triangles are congruent to each other. So if the two triangles are congruent to each other, it means that their sides are equal and their corresponding angles are equal. Correct? So from that we can derive that PA equals to PB. This is the concept. Let me write it in the solution whatever we have discussed till now. Okay? See here. So AB is a tangent to circle C2. Therefore OP is radius of the circle C2. So as per theorem 9.1, OP is perpendicular to AB. Okay. So after that, next step, what did I do? Join OA and OB. So from this, you'll get two triangles. One is triangle OPA, other one is triangle OPB. So in these two triangles, OP equals to OP since it is common side, and angle OPA equals to angle OPB equals to 90 degrees. Okay. The next one, OA equals to OB because it is radius of the larger circle, radius of the bigger circle. Therefore, as per SA's congruency criterion, triangle OPA is congruent to triangle OPB. Therefore, if the two triangles are congruent to each other, it means that their sides are equal. Their corresponding sides are equal and their corresponding angles are equal. So that is the meaning of congruency. So from the congruency, I have taken that PA equals to PB. Clear? So let me draw the two triangles here. See, it is one is OPA, other one is OPB. See here, it's 90 degrees. Here OP is equals to OP. So as per two sides, OP equals to OP and angle OPA equals to angle OPB, and OA equals to OB because it is radius. Since it is radius, capital R I am written it is because radius of the larger circle. Okay. So two sides and one angle are equal. Therefore, the other side will be equal as per SA's congruency criterion. So this is the proof. So I hope you like this explanation. In case you like this video, do like, share, comment, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to never miss an update. Thank you.